Never do this. I'm stubborn. Don't be. Listen to what I say. Don't do as I do in this instance anyway. And he said, Kelly. That wasn't great to have my doctor call me out. Hello, I am Kelly. This is my channel, Incredible Anyway, where I talk about how to live an incredible life no matter what your circumstances are. In the last video where I talk about a coping strategy that I use to endure my life, I promised this video where I would update you all on my health, and I'm going to try to do an overview as much as I can because there's so many things happening. It has been multiple things. It's been multiple health issues. It's been multiple reactions to medications. It's been very frustrating. So the health issues for me that have been acting up and have been really frustrating and challenging. Number one has been my asthma. In the spring, I was having trouble talking. I was having trouble walking because I didn't have the lung capacity to do it because my asthma got so severe. Better now, yay. I was on a couple of medications, different ones for different health issues. One my cardiologist prescribed because I have tachycardia, really fast heart rate, and orthostatic hypotension, really low blood pressure. So the two happening at the same time caused me to pass out. You've seen video of that. So I was on medication, a beta blocker for that, and my doctor wanted me to switch to a long-acting beta blocker from the short-acting one, and my body was not having it. I was so lightheaded, I couldn't focus, I couldn't do anything, so I had to go back. And I also was on a medication for my psoriatic arthritis. Psoriatic arthritis is a inflammatory arthritis, similar to rheumatoid arthritis. It's in the same category of arthritis. It's an autoimmune disease where my body is attacking itself. It's attacking my joints. It's creating inflammation and swelling in those joints. Like rheumatoid arthritis, it breaks down the joint over time. So I was on a medication I didn't like from the side effects, so we switched to Otezla, and for a couple of months, I really trudged through some really rough side effects that were GI related. I was retching all the time. I was so miserable. One time I go to the hospital weekly for IV infusion of medication and fluids, and I was retching so much that they wouldn't let me go home. They called my doctor. We also found out I had esophagitis on top of those side effects. So once that was treated, things got a little bit better. And then once I adjusted the side effects, it got better. But I was stubbornly ignoring another side effect. Never do this. I'm stubborn. Don't be. Listen to what I say. Don't do as I do in this instance anyway. So yeah, this medication, Otezla, also has a big warning on it if you look at side effects that it can cause depression. And I was experiencing severe depression and thoughts of wanting to end my life. It just didn't make sense. So I thought, I'm gonna power through this like I power through all the other side effects, and I didn't tell anybody. No one. Not my doctor, not my best friend, not my loved ones. I was even trying to keep it from myself. And I know that's like a weird thing, but we all have some sort of self-denial sometimes, right? And I was majorly self-denying this. I was barely holding on from day to day. The struggle was real, and I was fighting these thoughts. I hit rock bottom, and I finally was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I told my best friend, I told my family, and I called the doctor the next day. And he was like, well, if it's the medication, we'll find out when you stop it. So I stopped it, and the side effects went away. So it was the medication, and unfortunately I had to stop that medication after going through months of side effects. It was so maddening. We decided maybe I would take a break from medication. A lot of times people do better with their arthritis in the summer, so we thought maybe that would be the case for me, and it wasn't. And my joints have been really bad, and stubbornly I have been ignoring it because I kept hoping it would get better. And I've been dealing with a lot of other health issues, so it wasn't like the loudest thing screaming in my body. So I was just kind of tolerating it. And I got into my primary care doctor's office, and we were talking about other things, and he looked at my hands and he said, Kelly, your arthritis, your fingers are like sausages. They were so swollen. He said, look at my hands. This is normal. Yours are not. He was so frustrated with me. He was like, you call your rheumatologist tomorrow. So I did, and my rheumatologist put me on a medication that he could put me on over the phone, and I'm going to see him in about a week, and we're going to talk about other medications, probably biologic. But yeah, that wasn't great to have my doctor call me out. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. So it's been really painful. My joints, my ankles, my knees. I have to sleep with braces on because it's so painful. Wrists, fingers. I wear compression gloves a lot of the time, though I hate them, so not all the time. Like it's hard. I still have the chronic migraines, though I absolutely would say that currently they are the best they've been in a while. Though I would say that for me, you know, somebody else might walk into my life and they would not be happy with this level of migraine, but I am, because it's so much better than I've had. And I really attribute that to the weekly IV infusions that I get. I'm so thankful. I have other health issues that have been going on that I'm missing. There's so many different things that when I saw my primary, we were talking about. I've been having some swallowing problems. He wants me to see a GI. Usually we have my esophageal scope and they stretch out my esophagus. The big thing that has been affecting me negatively is the menieres disease, and that has been an absolute nightmare. Menieres disease is a disease of the inner ear where it causes vertigo, progressive hearing loss, ear pain, ear fullness, and some people tinnitus, though I don't get that. The last time I spoke with my doctor, when I shared with you guys an update on my menieres, which was the end of 2021, my doctor was saying that because of the treatments that I've had, probably in a year or two, you won't be experiencing these menieres attacks anymore. For the first 4.5 months of 2022, I had no menieres, no vertigo at all. It was amazing. And then in May, like a hammer, like a fist coming down on me, it went kapow, and I have been dealing with severe menieres since then. I have been on the phone with my doctor a few times, and we have tried a few things. We're really at the end of the treatment barrel as far as non-invasive treatments we can try. I talked to my doctor a couple of weeks ago, and he gave me 2 different options, and I researched them. Surgery is something I'm going to be discussing with him the beginning of next week, so I'll have more updates after that conversation. But to give you some detail, it is not the same surgery as the one that I was talking about at the end of 2021. I was talking about a vestibular nerve resection back then, which is a brain surgery. This one that I'm talking about is called a labyrinthectomy. It is not a brain surgery. In very basic layman's terms, what a labyrinthectomy is that your ear is comprised of your hearing and your balance organs, and they are connected. So that's the reason why I have hearing loss along with all of the vertigo and balance issues, because they're all interconnected. So if one is affected, so is the other. In this surgery, they go in and they remove those organs. So when they go in to remove the vestibular organs, which are the organs causing the problem in my ear, they also remove what is related to hearing. So in effect, this surgery will render me completely deaf in my right ear. I have some hearing loss right now, but I'm not even close to being deaf. I will be a candidate for a cochlear implant, but that's something to talk about in the future. I have such poor quality of life, and I am at the point where I am ready to end this menieres chaos that I've been living. It's a very hard decision to make when you know that you're going to lose your hearing. But my life has been completely debilitated by menieres. I just don't live. My brain has this condition where it experiences vertigo in a severe way. It completely shuts me down and it forces me to sleep. And that may sound good, but it's not a calm sleep. It's a fitful, uncomfortable sleep. I wake up feeling absolutely terrible. I sleep absolutely terrible. And when I am awake, I'm miserable. I can't manage my life very well. I'm literally just enduring. Like, I'm taking care of myself and the dogs, And that's all I can do. Like, thankfully I can do that, but that's all I can do. And it's devastating. And I have been living with this disease since 2010. I am suffering from this every day, and I just want it to be over with. I'm alone. I can barely message my mom, barely message my best friend, much less any other friends. This person laying in bed all the time and just existing and going through the days. Like, I didn't have a June or July. Like, I don't know. I've lost so much time, and it's so lonely, you know, because I live alone. And if anyone were to come over and visit, which people have offered, I wouldn't be able to spend any time with them. And my health issues, like, it's like my body is sensitive, so when I'm around other people, the symptoms get magnified, so I feel worse around other people. And that's like horrible. And I'm a person that needs to be hugged. I've said this in other videos. I need physical touch. Like, I need food. I mean that in like a platonic way. Like, I'm just a person that needs touch. I'm so thankful for my dogs. They're the best companions. Benny has been so helpful. My service dog is a rock star on TikTok. So crazy to me. Right now he has like 12.9 thousand followers, and I created a hashtag for him on TikTok, hashtag service dog Benny. It has over 2.2 million views right now. So crazy to me. Like, I can't even get my brain around that. I can't. Try and make sure Benny doesn't get a big head. What has been getting me through, I talked about in the other video, but also I'm going to have to say it, but BTS. It just makes me happy. I have this bracelet that I got. It has the BTS logo here on the side, words engraved there. It says, the most beautiful moment is yet to come. For me, like, I really believe that for my life. I believe that things are going to get better. And this bracelet like helps me to hope and to keep hoping that things are going to improve. It's just a matter of being patient right now. I will be really happy if my doctor approves that surgery. I will make a whole video about that. Wherever you are in life, you're not alone. Physical health issues, mental health issues. Life is really hard. And I know a lot of us, we fight through. We are warrioring through. I'm honored that I'm in the position where people often share their stories with me and let me know what they're going through. And I just think y'all are incredible, you know, to fight through what you live through and to keep moving forward when it feels unbearable. So many of y'all have situations that are ones that I don't have, that I can't fathom. I just want you to know that I admire you, I am in awe of you, and I am cheering you on. I'm rooting for you. Keep going. Even if you don't see the hope that is ahead of you, keep putting that foot out there. Just step out in faith and keep going. We're in this together. And I truly believe that as long as we have people with us walking through the stuff that we're going through, we can do it. Thank you for being you. It makes my day to see familiar names in the comments, to meet new people in the comments, and to keep developing our community here. I love y'all. I really do. I am Kelly. Remember, you are not alone. And live. You're incredible anyway. See you in my next video. There will be a next one. There will always be a next one. I love you. Mwah. You are not alone in this world. You are not alone. You are not alone in this world. You are not